If you're in the market for a pre-owned EV in 2025, the selection and price point is better than ever. Hi, I'm Joe from Way Scarff Ford, and today we're going to talk about this 2022 Polestar 2 long-range dual motor. Let's dive in. This is a fantastic pre-owned EV. You can find them in the $30,000 price range, a little bit higher than that, a little bit lower than that, depending on the miles, the year, and the features. This one features dual electric motors, so it has a motor in the front, motor in the back, making it all-wheel drive, so it's great in wet, slippery weather. But it's also really quick. Having two electric motors is like having two engines. And electric motors make diesel-like torque, low-end torque, effortless, smooth acceleration, no gear changes. There's just one gear in this transmission. There's just one forward gear in this transmission. It is unlike any other gas car you've driven. It's also a performance vehicle. With a combined output of 400 horsepower, this thing is really quick, but it's also extremely efficient, and you have very, very low ownership costs. Because having an EV is like having an appliance. A gas engine has thousands of moving parts. An electric vehicle has dozens. So there's just a lot less that you have to worry about servicing. With regenerative braking, you use the electric motors quite often to slow the vehicle down, reversing the polarity of them, turning them into generators, recapturing that kinetic energy you'd normally lose through heat through braking, and putting it back in the battery. That can greatly extend your brake life. It's not uncommon for EVs to get well over 100,000 miles out of their brakes. And even though it has a sedan profile, if we hit this button underneath here, obviously you have a remote too. You can open it with your remote. It is a liftback. So you have lots of interior space. You can remove this cargo area cover, fold down those rear seats for even more cargo space. There's additional storage under there as well. The Polestar 2 is kind of like a mix between a Model Y and a Model 3, probably one of its closest competitors. It's a little bit bigger than Model 3, a little bit smaller than a Model Y. It kind of blurs categories. Is it a sedan? Is it a crossover SUV? Well, it's kind of somewhere in between. But on top of that, since we don't have an engine in the front, we have additional storage. We can put our charging cable in here, as you can see right now. So the charging cable comes with two adapters. You have a 220 adapter. This is most efficient for overnight charging. You'll get a full charge pretty much overnight in 8 to 10 hours. You need like a dryer outlet like you have for your dryer at your house. Most electricians can install that in your garage or outside. And then you have a 110 adapter, which is a conventional power outlet. This will add maybe like 2 to 3 miles of range per hour. If you don't drive a lot, it'll add maybe like 30, 40 miles of range overnight. So if you work from home or only drive 10, 20 miles a day, this will be fine. But for most people, you're gonna want the 220 service set up for most efficient charging. Of course, you can also DC fast charge. This has a fully charged range of about 240 miles. Really nice styling in the Polestar. Polestar is a spin-off of Volvo. Polestar is spun off into its own company. It has its own publicly traded stock. Polestar used to be the performance division of Volvo. So they'd add the Polestar moniker to performance versions, kind of like AMG for Mercedes or M for BMW. But now it's been completely spun off to its own brand. And pretty much, EVs are great performers, so it is worthy of that Polestar moniker just off the performance it offers and handling. With a low center of gravity, the weight of the battery so low in the vehicle, this has excellent handling, nice, clean interior design. Volvo has outstanding styling on the inside and outside. They're not trying to copy anyone else. And this one's nicely equipped with the Plus package and the Pilot package. So this has this nice roof panel to allow lots of natural light inside. It has the footwell lighting. We also have our Harman Kardon audio system. One thing you can't see that comes with the Plus package is a heat pump. A heat pump is a lot more efficient for heating or cooling the vehicle, kind of like the heat pump in your house. So having the heat pump will make this much more efficient in colder weather. EVs tend to be less efficient in colder weather, especially when it gets below freezing. So if you drive in sub-zero temperatures or below freezing temperatures, the heat pump is something to look for when you're looking for a Polestar. Completely digital gauge cluster right there. We also have the Pilot package as well. So this has some great driver's assistance features. We have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, driver alert, roadside information, collision avoidance. And we also have a blind spot monitor as well. Since the infotainment system is powered by Google's automotive technology, it is fantastic. We're learning that auto companies, for the most part, they're great at making the mechanical bits, but they are not software companies. So Google is starting to push out its own automotive software powering infotainment systems in vehicles, and it works awesome. So much better than a lot of other infotainment systems and non-EV and EV vehicles. This thing is fantastic, and Google, they are the master of maps, so having a Google Maps in your vehicle is definitely the way to go. If we put it in reverse, we have a backup camera. We can also hit the 360 button, and then we have a 360 composite view, and then you can pull up individual cameras for excellent situational awareness. Also, I have heated seats as well, and a wireless charging pad. And interior space in the back's not too bad. It is a compact, but generally you have more space in an EV versus a comparable gas-powered vehicle, just since you don't have drive shafts, transmission humps, gas tanks, things like that that can take away interior space. Well, thank you so much for watching. This is Joe from Way Scarff Ford. We've been in business over 100 years, proudly serving the greater Seattle-Tacoma area, located in Auburn, Washington. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of pre-owned vehicles. We have EVs and plenty of gas cars as well. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. We have stuff coming out all the time, and we'll see you soon.